Good morning. Today I am going to talk on India-China relationship, past and present. Friends, before 1956, when China invaded Tibet, the relationship between China and India was very conducive and very good. When India got independent, Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru was the Prime Minister, became the first Prime Minister of India, and he had a good relationship with China. He visited China in 1954, and there was an agreement, the biggest agreement between China and India, and that was called the Panchshil Siddhant. Under this Siddhant, they gave one slogan, Hindi, Chini, Bhai, Bhai, and they framed several rules and regulations for this friendship, for this treaty. The two important points of this resolution between the two countries were number one, no country will invade to each other, and number two, no country will interfere the internal affairs of each one. In 1956, China, under its aggression policy, invasion policy, he invaded Tibet, was an independent nation. And that time, India did not say anything against of Tibet. He accepted. But the Dalai Lama, who was the religious leader of Tibet, he flew India through the Himalayan passes. And he got shelter in Dharmshala, Himachal Pradesh, where he is still living. Along with him, many Tibetans they got shelter in India in the Indian Himalayan states. China was very angry and he alerted India not to give shelter to Dalai Lama. But the government of India replied that our policy, our religious dharma is to give shelter. Atito Deva Bhava. The guest is God. And we will not send back Dalai Lama to China. So, due to this event, China invaded India in 1962. India was very developing country, did not have much resources, army was not much resourceful, and it was consequences as the China captured Aksai Chin, that is lying in the east part of Ladakh, and also China captured the northern part of Arunachal Pradesh. The total area China captured is 57,000 square kilometer. After independence, there was McMahon line between China and India, natural boundary between the two countries. But in 1962, China crossed this McMahon line, and there was one line of actual control between China and India. It is still there, but China is demanding more part of the Ladakh region, even the Uttarakhand part of Uttarakhand, Himachal Pradesh, Arunachal Pradesh, Sikkim. He is always claiming, he called it the finger areas. And our foreign policy before was not so much strong. And many times we have surrendered ourselves and our country, even before Pakistan. After this BJP government came into power in 1914, and Narendra Modi became the Prime Minister of India. He strongly opposed the international intrusion in our border area. The Doklam issue in 1960s, in 2016, was a very, very big issue. Actually, the Doklam, that part where this controversy came and there was conflict between the Indian army and China army, is a triangle area between Sikkim, India, Tibet, now China, and Bhutan. China wanted to construct a road through this Doklam area, and India did not accept this, and he fought with China. Actually, there is a big policy of China, and that policy is One Belt, One Road policy, the Silk Road policy. And under this policy, China wanted to construct roads in all the South Asian countries from connecting Beijing and Shanghai. And he wanted to construct a road between Shanghai and Mumbai, and our government refused their proposal. Further, they wanted to construct a road up to Bangladesh from Bhutan and Chicken Neck of India, the Siliguri area. And it is very, very strategic location for India. It is a geo-strategical location. Because once the Chicken Neck is captured, the whole northeast part is captured. So that's why the Indian government has opposed the Chinese policy of constructing road up to Bhutan, because India knows that in the future China may capture the northeast India. So and Bhutan gave full support to India's oppose on Chinese construction work. Now, recently, China attacked the Galwan Valley, which is in Ladakh region, Leh Ladakh region. And that Galwan is a part of India. After 1962, that part was with us. And China claimed that this Galwan is his part. So this is a very, very big issue between China and India. During the past, before 1950, China constructed one road from Askai Chin to the eastern part, very close to Indian border. That time also we did not oppose them. We supported them to be the permanent member of Security Council in the United Nations organization. That was our mistake. And during that time, America was inviting India to in a club of the nuclear countries. India refused, and now India is willing to be a part of the nuclear countries. So these are several things, several mistakes we have done during the past, but now, because due to the new government's foreign policy, a diplomatic policy, the Galwan Valley issue is solved or has been solved, but it is not completely solved. We have to see, and the government is very, very cautious, very sensitive in this issue. But China's eye on this Lepu Lake and Kalapani area, which is also bordered with Nepal. And actually, China policy is that he is influencing our neighbor country. Nepal was Hindu country, is Hindu country now, but he is under the influence of China. Pakistan has completely came under the control of China. So our two neighbors, we had very good relationship with Nepal, but now Nepal government is opposing whatever we are doing, and that this Pithoragarh area, Lepu Lake and Kalapani area, he is claiming. So we have lots of enemy now in our surroundings. China's aggression policy is very, very dangerous for all its neighboring countries, but our diplomatic policy so far is very strong, and we got now resources. We are very resourceful country, and we have attacked Pakistan also, the surgical strike, the air strike, and then this Galwan Valley episode. So we can say that now India's foreign policy is growing. It is now very fit for this point of time, and India has becoming very resourceful. Our army is very professional. Only the army in the world who is very professional, very fit for the highland areas to fight, and we are hopeful in the future that India will be emerging a powerful country in South Asia, and we will defeat China surely. And I thank you all of the organizers. They have given me this opportunity to speak something on India-China relationship, the geo-strategic location of the Himalaya. And I thank you very much for your patience and kindly listening me. Thank you very much.